What's the worst trend going on in your country? The dumb people are getting louder? It's too expensive to exist. Cost of living, no affordable housing. I'm Russian, so it's obviously the ice cream prices. Philippines, first world foreigners coming here to buy property because it's cheaper and they can make money by being landlords, which means housing is now too expensive for the locals. What's worse is that we get treated as second-class citizens by those foreigners. Edit to clarify, these foreigners are usually part of the one. This is a common trend in both the global South and the American South, and the Midwest too, as some commenters have said. The problem are the one, not immigrants, not foreigners just hoping to get by escaping a bad situation from their country. Kids with absolutely no situational awareness on increasingly heavy electric bikes. Pretty Dutch specific, I'd assume. Wages being essentially the same for the last 10-15 years, while since then the cost of living has doubled. Inflation is nuts, the median house price has also nearly doubled. Political decisions and high inflation. I'm from Russia, and I think everyone in the world knows what's wrong is going on in my country, so I don't have to make any other comments or explanations. Worshipping rich families, celebrity status for the wealthy. Inflation, the phone I wanted 2 months ago is up 70 and groceries are up 200 from a year ago. There's an upcoming election that's annoying the hell out of everybody. Mullets. Just kidding. That's the second worst. The worst is the big supermarket chains price gouging while parents are skipping meals so their kids can eat. People are begging strangers for their dinner leftovers on Facebook community groups, and kids are missing out on fruit because it's too expensive. The hardening of people's mentality, more and more people start to think in the lines of I have mine, and I protect mine, and that is all I care about, instead of how can I make it better for the neighborhood without making it worse for anyone else. Then again, this has been ongoing for decades. Northern Europe. Broccoli haircuts. TikTok brain rot for the young Indians, and political and conspiracy theory brain rot for the older folks. Lip fillers and injectables. Veneers on people who previously had healthy natural teeth. The selfishness and glorification of the forget about everything else and focus on your career rampant in the Portuguese youth. There's so many young people here, yet 50 of them are unemployed. Honestly, I don't think it only happened in my country. Roadman culture has become popularish in Finland. To all of you fucks breaking shit and stabbing people, you're not cool, you're not tough, you look like a outcast wanker, can you assholes piss off already? I'm from Vietnam. People here love having fair skin. Whenever they go outside, they cover from head to toe, make sure there is no skin exposed to the sun normally. One set includes 1 pair of gloves, 1 pair of socks if you are wearing sandals, protected sun skirt, 1 coat with hood is used to cover your head, sunglasses, 2 face mask. Come to Vietnam and enjoy our protected sun fashion. There are many TikTokers who are famous for trolling anyone they can. Influencers, especially the ones on TikTok. Steady economic decline and a widening divide between social classes. We also done FD up recently with a particularly dumb political decision which keeps us all trapped here. 3 guesses who? Growing distrust of any reputable news sources and people believing crap from social media instead. General disregard for the value of other people's lives. Facebook Reels. Not warning tourists about drop bears. Over 20,000 foreign tourists are killed every year in Australia by drop bears, and Aussies think it's funny to not warn the tourists about the danger. So it's become trendy to not warn them. Even the government is in on this. Look up any official Australian tourist website and there is not a single word about the drop bears. They would much rather watch the tourists die. I think it's a trend that is a tiny bit worrying. The fact that we have consistently voted in a government who have driven the country into the ground for 13 years. This is the same country that shot itself in the foot in 2016 and is now acting surprised about the very real consequences that we were warned about, but people dismissed as Project Fear. Gen Z in my country have discovered Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park. Whilst we always had friendly banter, they formed gangs. The violence is increasing. People are one step closer to the edge and on the verge of breaking stuff. Mass layoffs. People eat up propaganda for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stupidity. Corporate interference in government. Fascism. In Flanders, Belgium. Politicians being bought by the highest bidder instead of the will of the people. Housing prices guaranteeing the younger generation will be sleeping on the streets in their final years, yet everyone is concerned about Israel and Palestine and which bathroom people pee in. It's insane. Not parenting and just letting the kids do whatever wherever. Religious extremism. 7-year-old children using skin care routine. Extremely high immigration targets, plus legal backdoors paths combined with zero improvements to infrastructure, no extra schools, hospitals, roads etc. Good job government, you fucked everyone who lives here and the people who think they're coming here for a better life. People licking other people's food or condiments in restaurants for TikTok and Instagram videos. Lip and cheek filler. The trend of politicians capitalizing on culture wars whilst ignoring glaring economical, environmental and social issues. Not a new trend, or a particularly interesting one, but it is the worst. Not exclusive to America I'm sure, but every motherfucker now wants to buy affordable homes just to rent them out and act like they've got an IQ of 140 for it. You didn't discover fire MFK, you're just spreading the damn fire. TikTok. Make it stop. Out of control pricing of pharmaceuticals. I am retired. Ticket to the ground. I'm in the US and gestures to everything. Seems the Kate Middleton conspiracy is a thing at the moment. People still believing in populism, easy solutions, and politics which brought us into debt in the first place. The gradual dumbing down of Americans because we can't keep up with the ever-evolving society we find ourselves in. Every decade, the courses we took became obsolete. It will only shorten that gap with the rise of AI and the like until eventually we hit a wall. Edit half awake, spelling errors, enjoy. It's still half-baked. 44 of all Singe family homes listed for sale in the USA in 2023 were purchased by private equity companies and investment firms. Talking on your phone via speakers or playing music without headphones in public transit. Not using turn signal, I guess they assume everyone knows where they're going? Parking car wherever there's a free spot, doesn't matter if it's a pedestrian crossing or parking space, those are the main ones, except all the political strikes going on and government giving fuck all about them. But those highlight how little people care anymore. Everyone diagnosing themselves and clinging to it like it's their only character trait. Vaping. It's seriously concerning how easily it has taken over the younger generation. I know it's not just an Australian thing, but it seems to be absolutely everywhere here. When I was a teen, we were comparing lip gloss flavors, now it's all about comparing vape flavors. It's scary. Fascism. People are being stupid. Housing is 10-15x median wage Sydney. People recording themselves committing crimes against other people under the guise of pranks, although I think that's an issue plaguing a lot of the Western world. Thinking maybe Americans got it wrong, maybe this time trickle-down economics will work. Politician worship. Broccoli heads, people behaving like they're street gangsters even though the country Switzerland is doing fairly well. Health insurance costs are exploding and politics won't tell us why. White fox hoodies on teenagers, no doubt bought by parents who should know better.